Alright guys, ESO has finally done it. It took them 10 years to be able to do this, but after 10 years they finally managed to create multi-classing in towards ESO itself. As an old veteran of ESO and somebody who's been hopping in and out for the last 10 years plus into ESO, especially for somebody who's been at least had a little bit of a fatigue if it comes to ESO and the content left and right, I am extremely excited to hop back into ESO and see this new year is going to bring us. For those who are new to the channel itself, I'm your host, the Loaded itself. Let's talk about my very first love when it comes to MMORPGs itself, that is the Elder Scrolls Online. And why I'm so drastically excited about this new content and revelation that you have done for us for the coming years and years and years that we are going to love and enjoy replaying and revisiting Tamriel itself. I'm talking about the multi-classing system that they have introduced. Let's put things in perspective first. If you're a newer gamer and newer player within the Elder Scrolls Online, at least in this right now, if you boot the Elder Scrolls, you will see you have choices, of course, of picking within different form of classes and of course a different form of races you can pick. Within that, you're gonna have generically a form of playstyles you can choose. Stamina for strength players, magic for magic wielders, and for those who want to go for tank, you need to choose the health pool bar system to level up and of course to grind forwards. That was introduced in the beginning of the game itself to make players a little bit more knowledgeable and give them more an easier time to choose which path they want to take. Depends on the playstyles they want to go, stamina, magic or tanks. Later on, ESO introduced of course the hybridization system to the class. Why was that introduced? Just for the simple fact is that if you're going to end game aspect and comes to ESO, majority of the time the most of the player was always playing with the same race, the same class, and of course most of the time they were playing with the same gear set as well. So you will come with veteran Cloud Wars hard mode, the majority of the players is then going to have, for example, doing pet builds with a Sork, a High Elf or Dunmer itself. Well, generally always the same builds you were going to have and the same playstyle. As a veteran player after the game itself, at a certain time it becomes quite annoying, and because of that a lot of players start hopping out because it was generically always the same. So they introduced the hybridization of the game itself. So what is that intended? To allow the curve between magic and stamina to come a little bit closer towards one another. So this they allow them stamina players to wield magic equipments and of course magic players to use stamina gears. So they mix match everything, so they give the players a little bit more choices and the type of playstyle they want to go in Tamriel itself. That created a whole spectrum of player replayability and of course playstyles just in generally. The races itself hasn't really been touched, just treated left and right and made it a little bit more friendlier to choose the race that you want to pick. So fast forward to 2025, right now ESO has introduced multi-classing into the mix. So what is intent now right now? What is the idea of it? ESO called it subclassing. Within this idea, the generic idea that they introduced is that the player now has 3 additional skills that they can pick up within every single class that they have unlocked. That means the moment you reach level 50 in any class, your base class, your favorite race now has the ability with the multi-classing to pick skills for any other race and class to make their own unique build around it. What is intended to be, for example, if you want to pick and make a Dark Templar type of a character. What I mean, for example, you want to do the Templar class combined of course with the Sorcerer and the Necromancer, so you can pick the unique skills that you find that are quite unique on a Necromancer and a Sorcerer. You put that on a Templar, you can create, for example, a Dark Templar. You want to make a unique all-around pet builds, so you can make a Sorcerer with all the pets and attributes around it. Additional to that, you can add the Necromancer pet system in towards the mix and create yourself a full mini army of full of pets around you. This way of thinking that creates a multi-form of class and builds that gamers can interact themselves for the years to come. According to ESO, around 3,000 classes and races that can be reconstructed from this multi-classing system. Speaking of races, at this point right now, the multi-classing system, the subclassing system, does not affect the player passive itself. That means classes and their natural passive like the Red Guard, the Argonian, the Bosmer, who are generically known if it comes to endgame counting as the weaker race if it comes to DPS parsing, even though that's generically between 5% from the top race if it comes to DPS parsing and the lower race, are still not really viable and endgame contents. Even though this multi-classing looks absolutely amazing, and I'm truly hoping that the races itself are going to be retweeted again, so every single race is viable and to play however they want within the subclass system. Additionally to that, ESO has surprised us, of course, with a yearly model system. This year we're now going to have a quarterly based storytelling mode. This year, since starting to June, if you buy the multi-pass system, you're going to have the full story for yourself to enjoy. So no more quarterly storylines, so you're going to buy the full story at the get-go. But last but not least, do not fret and do not be afraid, my PvP lovers out there. As we are speaking right now, ESO is hardly stress testing, of course, the player base and of course the player number and high end and high tier level of PvP battles itself. At this point right now, it's still very much unclear how much that has been treated, but it's a severely form of rework and revamping are being done if it comes to new modes, new player experience, of course, better stability and zero deal stuff. I'm extremely excited to see what they're going to do and of course if they can manage to achieve it. And that's it guys, last but not least, hope you guys like this content and hope you can see every single one of you during my live streams as well. Take care guys, more news of ESO will be coming as we are of course revamping and re-hopping back into Tamriel. Hope I can see every single one of you. Have a pleasant day. Thank you and see you all in Tamriel. Have a pleasant evening and day. Ciao ciao, one love.